Okay, we got one last problem to do here in section 4, so let's get it done. We got a school system compiled the following information from a survey it sent to people who were juniors 10 years earlier. So if you're a junior now, it'd be like 10 years from now you get something in the mail with these questions on it, okay? And this is a pretty common thing actually. So in the survey, we have 85% of the students who actually returned the survey questions graduated from high school. And then of the students who graduated, 90% said they were happy with their current jobs. Of those that did not graduate, 60% said that they're happy with their current jobs. Okay, so the question is, what is the probability that a person from the junior class 10 years ago graduated from high school and is happy with his or her current job? So what we're going to do to answer this question is make a tree diagram with probabilities involved. So what I do is I just start off with like the person, okay, so whoever that is. Let me actually have some more fun with it. Okay, so here's the person, right? Maybe they're happy, maybe they're not. So make a tree diagram. So a given person is going to respond that either they graduated or they did not graduate, okay? And then whether they graduated or not, the question is, are you happy with your current job or are you not happy? So we have happy and not happy. And then if they didn't graduate, same idea. Happy and not happy. All right. So what we're going to do now is put the percentages in there that they gave us. And remember, 100% of the people who responded should be accounted for. So in our little percentages, we have, it says 85% of the students graduate from high school. Okay, so on the graduated path, we have 0.85. And that means that there's 15% remaining for the did not graduate path. So we'll put that on there, 0.15. Okay? Now, of the students who graduated, so we're on the graduated path, 90% are happy. So on that path, the graduated path, for happy, we're going to put 0.9 because that's 90%. And that leaves 10%. That means that of the people who graduated, 10% of them are not happy. So on that path, we'll put 0.1. Now, the other piece of information they gave us was of the students who do not graduate. So we're on the not graduated path. 60% are happy. So we'll put 0.6 on the happy path there. And then on the not happy path, we'll put 0.4. Because that would add to 1. So now we can calculate the question. So it says the probability that a person from the junior class 10 years ago graduated from high school and is happy with his or her present job. All you have to do here is take the probability that they graduated and are happy and simply just multiply those percentages together. So we have graduated 0.85 and is happy 0.9. You multiply those two things together and you wind up with 0.765, which means 76.5% of the people who graduated from this school 10 years ago are happy with their current jobs. Okay? So I'm going to extend this a little bit and let's say kind of the opposite. What if you did not graduate and are happy? So that would be the probability of not graduated and happy. All right. So that means we're following along the not graduated path and happy. Okay? So that's just going to be those percentages multiplied together again. So we have 0.15 times 0.6. And we do that, you wind up with 0.09, which means 9% of the students who did not graduate from high school are actually happy with their jobs. So kind of the lesson to learn here is graduate from high school and you're more likely to be happy with your job than if you don't graduate from high school. All right? So that's it. That's the end of the section for Chapter 11, Section 4.